Welcome to Hot 91, your mega hit station on a Sunday afternoon. You're here with Tanaj and Taj, sports segment. How are you doing, Taj?
How you doing today? I'm really good.
Hey, man. Hey. Okay, so let's get this party started. What's our first topic?
Well, so a lot of NBA stars. The FIBA World Cup competition is coming up. You know, the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Basically, the qualifiers to get to the Olympics. So, Team USA, we see a lot of stars not competing in Team USA. We know guys like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry. Those guys were out for various reasons. And a few other guys actually dropped out. Anthony Davis, Bradley Beal, James Harden, Damian Lillard. So my thing is, why all these big name players, why all the best players dropping out to compete for their country in the World Cup qualifiers?
Alright, so I mean, my thoughts on this situation is that, okay, most of these guys that you just mentioned, they either just got a contract extension or they're going to be a free agent next year or the following year. So it doesn't make sense for them to participate in this tournament because these dudes, their legacy is already like set. An Olympic medal is good and all, but like the NBA is where they make their main money. You know, they won't be getting paid to play in that tournament, and if they get injured, that's going to ruin their NBA season. These guys are trying to compete for a championship.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but still, it's competing for your country. Like, I mean, I know they make their money from the NBA and all that, right? But ain't nothing better than receiving a gold medal for your country, you know? Like, that puts you on a pinnacle like none other. I mean, NBA championships too, but let's be honest, all these guys ain't making NBA championships. But I understand why. I mean, a lot of these guys, some of them on new teams, like Anthony Davis, he on a new team, Zion Williamson, James Harden, his new teammate is Westbrook. So some of them want to build a chemistry with their new teammates and all that. So I can understand that. But then, an injury too. Don't forget, about 5 years ago, 2014, this Paul George actually got injured in the same qualifiers. That's when he broke his leg. That was a serious injury. So, I mean, I understand the injury risk and all that. But I don't know. Like, I still feel some type of way about this. Like, but all the best players, though. Like, all.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been great to see all the best players play for Team USA and just destroy all the competition. But, like, I mean, they still have a pretty good team. Like, I looked at the roster, and let me call off a few notable names right there. They still have Kemba Walker. They got Jaylen Brown, Andre Drummond, Kyle Kuzma, Brook Lopez, Lowry, and Thaddeus Young, Julius Randle, Marcus Smart, and Tatum. Like, this is still a
Donovan
really
Mitchell
good
too.
team.
It is still a really good team. So this still shouldn't be an excuse for Team USA though.
Yeah.
They have to win. I mean, the NBA is like, let's be honest, anyone who could play in the NBA is playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
So the NBA is the best players in the world. So Team USA, no matter who they throw there, once they're in the NBA, they should be able to bring home the gold. So I don't want any excuses. But our best players didn't show up. You know if they don't win gold, that could be the thing. The best players didn't show up. The best players drop out, all of that. But this still is a pretty stacked team.
I mean, with Team USA, the same thing is happening to all the other countries too. Like Australia has a really good team, and they lost a lot of their good players too from the NBA. And these other countries that don't have as many as many NBA players as Team USA is a really big hit for them because, you know, they don't have that level of talent coming out their country.
But I like how, I guess they want to turn it over to the young guys. Like, you call off a bunch of young guys named Donovan Mitchell, Kyle Kuzma, Jaylen Brown, Miles Turner, like a lot of young guys competing nowadays, and I actually kind of like it because usually you would see the older guys, like these old stars, they would usually take up the team. But I don't mind the young guys, to be honest, because when Melo and LeBron and Wade, when they competed, it was their second season in the league. I think it was like 2006 when they did the FIBA World Cup. Well, that third season, they were like 20. LeBron was like 20, 21. They were young guys, so I want to see it. But you know who they should add to this team?
Who?
Melo.
What
do you think?
I mean, I feel like Melo, at this point, he's probably not going to get on an NBA team because he can't shoot the three and he can't defend and he's old. So, I mean, this would probably be, winning an Olympic gold medal would be a good way for him to go. He didn't get the road trip goodbye as D Wade got. He probably won't ever get that. So, I mean, winning the gold medal he could come off the bench and give them like 10 points a game. He could still score, and the level of competition probably won't be as good as the NBA, so he'll shine even better.
But thing is, Melo hasn't even gotten an invite. Like, that's crazy. Take this. Melo was the only USA men's basketball player to have 3 gold medals. He won the gold in the 2008 Olympics, 2012, and 2016. And if he goes next year for Tokyo 2020, he'll have 4 gold medals. Even if he don't win a ring, that still should help his legacy a lot. Like, that's 4 gold. Like, no other player has 3. This dude will have 4.
Wow.
Like, that's going to be insane. And Melo has the most field goals, the most games played of any USA men's Olympic player.
Yeah. I mean, he'll definitely be...
basketball player, yeah.
I mean, he'll definitely add more experience because I just called off a lot of young guys. Half of these guys probably this will be their first time going, and bringing in a steady vet like Melo to play along with them, that'll be really good for this team.
I mean, like, a lot of players usually, like, back then, a lot of guys would usually just compete in the Olympics to help their brand,
Yeah.
But with social media nowadays, like, you don't have to compete to help your brand.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
They post something on Instagram, I'm tag China in it, and they have a bunch of Chinese fans, So these guys, they don't have to be traveling all over the place. These guys, come on, they love their summer now. These guys love to travel. They don't want to be with Team USA traveling.
The problem with this tournament is it ends a week before the NBA season starts. And like, it isn't like how everything is in one state for the NBA where they could just fly to different states and only take a couple hours. They'll be on like long flights, like 15 to 20 hour flights, flying to different countries, flying from China to Japan and Australia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, all that time, I think they play about like 20 games, and that's why we see like the old guys, they're not doing this because they don't need that extra miles on their legs. These young players, they just want to play basketball. You know what I mean? They want to get on the court and get as much work in as possible.
Yeah, even the select team. So basically the select team is like a separate team they select full of young stars, basically to prepare them for like World Cup and give them an opportunity to be involved in Team USA activities. So even the select team got guys like De'Aaron Fox, Trey Young, Mitchell Robinson, Jonathan Isaac. So I think the USA, they have a pretty bright future. Really like, even if these young guys don't show up, these other guys, these little guys could ball now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't, like I say, the older guys, man, they ain't into this no more, man. So let the young guys show. Like, I don't really have a problem with it.
I mean, I just wonder, I can't wait for this tournament to start because I want to see how Team USA is going to play together. Like, a lot of guys, they form relationships from Team USA, and we see them pair up in the future. Like, what happened to LeBron and Bosh. And, like, it'll be interesting to see who forms a relationship from this team, and, like, because these guys, like, all of them are young, and they got a long NBA career ahead of them. This is going to be... I just want to see how these guys are going to play together.
I think it'll be exciting to see, but Melo may still get invited. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to see. The Olympic is until 2020.
Yeah.
So he may not. I'm pulling for Melo to get invited. Not really a Melo fan, but I like to see history being made.
Yeah.
But I guess that's it on that topic. When we get back from the break, we find out the NBA execs, they had a poll, right, for who's the best player in the league. And guess who did not get one single vote? Find out when we come back from the break.